Hey guys, it's Maddie with Brinkley RV, and today we're standing in the brand new Model I 235 here to give you a first look. As we first step into the I-235, first things first, on your left, you'll find your access panel, which is going to lead you to a lot of your controls of the unit. So here you'll see first we've got our max air fan controls. In the 235, you do get two max air fans, one in your kitchen and then one in your bathroom. And both of those are gonna have their own separate controls as well as a rain sensor on them. So if you're stuck in the rain, leave that open on accident, it'll automatically close. In the center here, this is gonna be your main Brinkley command center. So here you can get access to your lighting, slides, and awning. And then all of this is compatible with the One Control app. So you can do all of that from either inside the coach right here or out on your campsite as well. And then we even have a built-in dimmer for all your main lights in here. And then any secondary lights that have their own switch are gonna have a dimmer on them as well. Last but not least, off to the right here is gonna be your Rockford Fosgate head unit. Really cool here because it's an integrated sound system that connects to the projector, which I'll get into in a bit. But we have an interior listening zone as well as an exterior listening zone, with that speaker being undermount, so you're not going to blare your neighbor with your music. Now, all of this storage right here is pretty awesome. Not only do you get cubby storage, but you also have optional hanging storage. So this shelf right here is removable, and then you've got hanging options there, perfect for your jackets. And then below you've got drawers and then additional cubby storage below as well. As we make our way to the rear of the unit, up top you're gonna see your 18 kBTU Furrion Chill Cube, which is the perfect air conditioner for a trailer like this. It is gonna be ducted, so you are gonna get airflow throughout the entire length of this coach as well, off this one unit. Now, as we make our way into the living area, first things first, let's talk about the dinette here. So this is a brand new configuration that we created from your feedback on our first protos. And granted, this is a 235 proto, but we're pretty happy with this setup. It does pull all the way out to seat up to 4 people. And then we also included a utensil storage drawer, 2 storage drawers here, and an electric fireplace. So if you don't want to run your furnace, you can get heat from that fireplace there. Off to the side, you'll find a bunch of controls. So first we've got a single light switch that's going to control the light that is above your projector here. So speaking of your projector in the Model I, first we've got another new setup here. So we've got 2 different pull-down screens. This is going to be a translucent screen that allows you to reverse image, project, and then you can actually view it from the outside, crystal clear vision. And then this secondary screen is going to be an opaque screen for your indoor viewing. Now, if you were to put these back up, we do have an integrated blackout shade here as well that has that thermofoil layer giving you added insulation. The projector itself is going to be mounted into the ceiling, and it's really cool because it also doubles as a portable speaker. So not only can you get all of your traditional streaming platforms, you can also use this as a portable speaker, so you can take it out on your camping trips, whether you're hiking or going to enjoy the beach, whatever you've got planned. It's going to have 10 hours of listening time and then 2.5 hours of that viewing time if you were to watch a movie. Directly across from that projector, you'll find your 62-inch recliners here. We do have a build option to put a Easy Glide tri-fold sofa in there as well. If you wish to have guests to come on your camping trip, they can then have a designated area to sleep. Really cool also about Brinkley's and our slide outs is that it features a lot of our CraftSense construction. So when you look at our fascia trim or even the window trims, you're never gonna notice any putty or nail or staple marks in the surface of that. And it's because of that CraftSense construction, we can provide you that seamless residential look. So the I-235 is going to be an open floor plan, but you can still get some privacy using our privacy curtain here. That's gonna separate the living area from the bedroom. So as we get into the bedroom, first thing I want to note is just all the storage that you have. So for this being a couples camper, not only do you get this storage when you first enter, having that wardrobe right in the entryway, but you also get hanging storage on both sides of the bed. And then you also have this overhead cabinetry that's all going to be one area, so it's not going to be divided out. So really it's like a big giant pass-through storage that you get up top there. And then off to the sides on the back, you have 2 nightstands, one on each side. And then the cool part about these is that there's a cubby underneath. And then we actually have a cable management system to where you can run wires through there, because you're gonna have your outlets and USB and USB-C ports under there. So you can keep all of the wires hidden, but still have easy access to your electronics. Now the bed itself is gonna be a 66 by 80 king bed, and it is featuring our bamboo mattress, which is gonna be 7 inches thick. Below, again, with that added storage that you get across Model I, we have our split level max space wardrobe, and we use this using the drop frame chassis that the I is built on. Really cool, you get more hanging storage. We give you a hamper, and then it also has a step down so you can sit down to put on your shoes. Or if you just want to have more storage down there, you can do whatever you wish with it. Now you'll notice in the 235 that the kitchen is going to be partially in a slide here. So the slide height is going to come in at 72.5 inches tall. And then your overall ceiling height in the 235 is 81 inches. So if you are on the taller side, this unit is perfect for you. The pantry here is going to be a floor-to-ceiling pantry. You've got different storage compartments here, and then a taller section in the middle that does have an outlet, which is perfect for any coffee maker or any other countertop appliances that you might be using. And then we've also got pull-out storage drawers that are built with that classic dovetail construction that we're well known for. Next to the pantry, you'll find a 12 cubic foot 12-volt refrigerator with French doors, and you do get access to the fridge and bathroom with the slide in on this unit. As we move further into the kitchen, you'll find our garbage bin holder here with a designated trash liner storage area. And then up top, we have our classic stow and go paper towel holder. And this paper towel holder is removable, so you can take it out onto the campsite if you wish. Up top, we have a 3-burner gas stovetop with a convection microwave. At the very rear of the coach, you'll find your kitchen sink. And this is going to be a farmhouse style sink, single basin, and it is built with a tough ply liner in there. So that's going to help prevent any scratches that you might get on that surface. We do have our solid surface countertops throughout the coach as well. And then again, more storage for all of your kitchen goodies. And then below we are prepped for a dishwasher. And this is something that you can find in any Model I floor plan. Now we're standing in the bathroom of the i235, and this is where you'll find your 36 by 30 one-piece fiberglass shower. It's got a built-in shelf, and then we still give you the nice shower tower in there as well. We've got a porcelain toilet off to the right. You'll also see we've got a nice large backlit mirror here. A lot of campers skimp out in this area. We want to make sure that you're actually enjoying your camper and make it as close to a residential home as possible, and lighting and mirrors, I think, falls into that category. We've also got a ton of storage over here, including a built-in trash can, or you can also use it as a hamper if you wish. All right, so now we're standing on the exterior looking at the i235. A couple of general specs on this unit. Important to note that this is our shortest and lightest Model I trailer that we've come out with yet. So really cool to have that part of our lineup. The overall length is going to come in at 26 feet 11 inches, overall height at 11 feet and 4 inches, including the AC. And then your unloaded weight is going to come in around that 6,800 mark, with the GVWR coming in at 8,495 pounds. The front cap up here is going to have the rock guard, which is going to help protect your unit from any road debris you might encounter. And then you've got a 76 by 45 huge front windshield up here with the beautiful Brinkley logo. Just a really sleek look on this. The tongue up here, we've got storage for 2 30-pound LP tanks, and then room for 2 Group 27 batteries. And then we do have a power front jack here, or your tongue jack, some people say. It's got a built-in light, and then you've got your power up and down. And then also we feature the Demco Easy Latch, which makes hooking up to your truck super easy. Really cool thing about the Model I is the construction. So it is featuring the seamless laminated aluminum exterior, meaning that we've used Euramax aluminum that is going to be laminated onto an Asdel composite sidewall. So not only is this going to be moisture resistant, but it's also going to be extremely lightweight. And even though it's lightweight, it ends up being about 40% stronger than your conventional metal sidewall. All right, moving up, we've got our pass-through storage here. Now this is going to be featuring the insulated baggage door, and it does have the slam latch closure. Cool thing about all of our exterior storage areas is that it's all going to be heated in here. So you have direct ducting from your furnace. It is featuring our Thermoflex ducting, which is anti-kink, and it really is not going to tear on you like some of that cheap aluminum stuff will. Another thing to note is that our underbelly is fully enclosed and heated as well. So in your pass-through storage up here, you've got the tough ply floor liner, which is going to prevent any of your cargo from moving around while you're moving. And then up on the left here, you'll find all of your battery disconnect switches. And then we've got an outlet, some light switches, one for your front cap lights, which are beautiful, and then one for your interior storage lights in here as well. You've also got an access port for your hot and cold water port, so you can put that spray hose through your storage compartment without having to leave a door open. On the camp side of the I-235, you're gonna see your 19-foot awning up above, and it does have an LED light strip for easier visibility at night. And then really cool thing about this setup here is that underneath your awning, not only do you have the exterior viewing available from that projector, but you also have an outlet here and your LP Quick Connect. So this camper really is perfect for tailgating if you like to do that. All right, let's talk running gear on the Model I here. So on every single Model I, you're going to get a E-rated 10-ply tire that's built on a 15-inch custom aluminum wheel. The yellow valve stem is going to signify that it has the banded TST TPMS, which is tire pressure monitoring system. We also include the monitoring screen, so you can actually get a live time view of what your tire pressure is coming in at on the road. All of this is built on a galvanized steel wheel well, which is going to protect your unit from a tire blowout should that ever happen. And then we also include the anti-lock braking system, which is going to decrease your stopping distance by about 10 to 20% depending on your tow vehicle. And we pair that with the True Course anti-sway technology, which helps keep your trailer in line with your tow vehicle on those windy days. And then last but not least, we include the dynamic brake boosters, giving you additional braking power. Currently, we're the only manufacturer to include that trifecta of parts right there. All right, moving on to your entry door. First, you're gonna notice we've got this extended handrail, which is gonna go all the way down to your bottom step. On the entry door itself, we've got the extended latch here, just for easier grabbing. And then inside, you'll see this big screen door. We do have the screen assist, which is an additional handle with the screen shot, so it'll automatically close on its own. This door is also going to be built on a friction hinge, which is perfect for those windy days. It's not going to slam your door shut on you. Keep in mind that the I-235 that we're walking through is a prototype unit, so if you have any feedback or suggestions, we would absolutely love to hear it. Drop a comment below to help share your thoughts. And then while you're at it, if you'd like to like and subscribe to General RV, you can get all of the viewing for all things Brinkley. So now we're on the off-door side of the pass-through storage here, and this is gonna be where you find a lot of your utility center controls. But before we get into that, let's talk about the solar system on the I-235. This unit comes standard with a 200-watt solar panel that's already mounted up on your roof, but it is prepped for 2 additional panels, so you can get up to 600 watts of solar. We do have a 3,000-watt inverter on this bad boy, and then also a 30-amp MPPT Victron charge controller. So now the utility center controls here. Up top, you'll find your controls for the power stabilizer jacks. You've got front and rear. Really cool that this unit has power stabilizer jacks that are electric because that's hard to find in this travel trailer segment. Down below, you'll find your second hot and cold water port. Again, we provide you that spray hose as well, and you do have another access port below. And then below, you'll find your Nautilus hookups. So depending on the type of camping you'll be doing, you can just follow this diagram here, and that'll help you configure what your water hookups look like. Below, you have your city water inlet. Notice that we use brass plumbing fixtures on everything in Model I and across the Brinkley lineup altogether. And then we've also got a black tank flush. Directly below that, you'll find your 65-foot integrated hose reel. So we do have an access panel door directly behind this control center, and that will give you access to not only your hose reel if you want to change out the hose or anything, but you also have access to all of that plumbing fixture and your ducting in there as well. Now on the off-door side rear of the 235, that's where you'll find the termination valve. So this is going to feature our clear cap with the lanyard on it, so you can actually see what's going to come out of that termination valve. You aren't going to have any surprises there. And speaking of your water systems, just to mention the tank sizes on the 235, your fresh tank is going to be 55 gallons, your gray water 45 gallons, and your black tank 45 gallons as well. Next to your termination valve, you'll find your sewer hose storage container, and this does have a travel latch on it, so you aren't gonna lose your stinky slinky while you're on the road. And then up above, we do have our 50 amp service, as well as our hot water heater. This is gonna be a tankless water heater, so you can get instant hot water. At the rear of every single Model I that we make here at Brinkley, you'll find a built-in ladder with a 250-pound weight capacity. And we also feature grab bars up at the top, which allows for easier mounting and dismounting for when you're going up there to check any of your seals. We've also got our Furrion backup camera prep, and then we also have a 2-inch receiver hitch below that is gonna allow you to carry 300 pounds of weight, so perfect for a bike rack or storage rack. Thanks so much for watching. For more information on Model I or the i235, check out generalrv.com.